Man, trying to buy magic cards on a bargain online is sometimes not worth the trouble.
You're still doing that?
I'm on a Facebook group where people come and offer cards for substantially less than you can get them on like the dealer sites.
Is it the Chattanooga thingy?
No, it's a nationwide group. But like you can offer to, it's like usually people charge $1 for a plain white envelope without tracking, which means you're just throwing caution to the wind, or $3 if you actually want the security of a bubble mailer with a tracking number.
Well, let's just put it this way. A lot of people will rip you off that way.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes it happens, but like at least 98% of the time, it's cool as long as you're safe and you get references for someone you're not familiar with. I'll don't forget the bonus level.
That bonus level.
But anyway, it's like, it's got to be a substantial discount for it to be worth the risk and the trouble of not going through like a site like TCG Player or Card Kingdom.
Dude, I love TCG Player. Are you coming my way, buddy?
So
what
like,
are you doing?
Like, I'm trying to get this card right now that's like $6, and I said I'll pay $4 a piece if somebody's got 2 copies of these, and now 2 guys fit me up and be like, I'll sell them for $5, and I'm like, well, if I pay like $3 for the bubble mailer, that's gonna be more expensive than if I just went to TCG.
What? What is my life? Yeah! Is he faster now? Did you die?
Damn, I thought I grabbed the
Why would you do that? Yeah, I would probably... Did you do the bubble mailer?
No, I'm probably not going to respond to him. Mostly I'm hoping, like, I want about $58 worth of cards with the prices I offered, so I'm hoping someone will just try to sell me all of them. And I know people can do it, because I had a guy sell me a whole bunch of stuff for a modern deck I built
I was gonna
this
say,
weekend.
is it very
for,
specific stuff that you're looking for, or just...
Yeah, it's specific stuff.
I was say, you could just try your luck at one of those random card shops that, like, sell in bulk.
Oh, I already did that. I've looked around, I couldn't find... Well, there's one I haven't looked for yet, but there's another one that's like... it's like $15, $16 right now, but I managed to get 3 out of the 4 copies I need from a store that didn't notice and still priced them at $12.
That is true.
But now everyone online is trying to get like 13 for them. I'm like,
no!
About that.
We're not doing this!
No. Maybe I can... Ha! Invincibility frames.
Oh my god, that's such... Oh, yes! That's so good.
Oh, I got an official save point.
Wait a minute. I know what those numbers mean.
What does it mean?
That's how many of those things that you've beat.
Oh.
But so you just piggyback off my success, you little... Oh, we're gonna... This is not right.
If you want to save your current game, jump to my spinning save barrel.
Mr. President.
Orangutan gang. That doesn't really... Does that rhyme? I know a lot of people mispronounce it as Ringa Tang. Maybe it's like orangutan gang. That kind of rhymes, I guess.
I guess.
That would be why they hyphenated the utan. Nice to finally hear this song in its original form. Oh, you can't kill him. Right.
Yeah, Diddy back in this action.
Boom, boom. Not actually to the bass part yet.
Just avoiding all those crocs, aren't you?
Ooh, look at that. Espresso.
Yeah!
Oh.
Don't you, you go back for that, buddy.
I guess she's just immune to the claptrap. Whoa, what the
Jake!
I don't even know what that was.
What the?
Why would you do that to just me? You took both of us down with that one maneuver.
Oh, it is an orangutan. He's pissed off.
Probably because he's the lesser of the ape species.
Why is a fellow ape fighting us? We're trying to save his homeland.
Obviously, you haven't seen Planet of the Apes.
Stay out of the Forbidden Zone!
Oh god, it's New York! For some reason, it's just New York.
Oh my god, I was wrong. It was Earth all along. Guess you finally made a monkey. Yes, we finally
made a monkey.
You're gonna keep doing that, and they're gonna judge us for
out
that.
of me.
Now everybody's judging us for that.
I love you, Dr. Zaius.
Hey, would these back triggers do anything?
I'm not sure. Not in-game, at least.
That's. I'm not gonna say that's pretty stupid though. I realize like a lot of buttons don't do a lot of things in a lot of games, even though they're pretty much there for that.
Huh.
Ooh, a metal barrel.
Metal beats wood.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Okay. How does this work?
Why don't you just do that?
Oh, okay, that might have been a death pit, so good thing I didn't fall down it. Oh.
Did he? Hey, cool.
Slaughter the Tang.
What's that all about? I can just do that. Ha! Point for me!
Now who's piggybacking? See?
Doesn't
It's all a
matter.
fair tit for tat.
Which way am I going? Up.
Oh, let's visit Cranky's cabin. And get some sage wisdom.
Yeah, because
Hey boy,
totally not
did you
gonna
fetch
give
me
us-
my paper?
That's weed. This dude's making subtle references to weed.
A leap of faith is all it takes to find Winky in Barrel Canyon.
Weed.
Told us that last time, you senile bastard. I hear if you roll off a platform and press the jump button, you'll do a super jump.
I'm not doing that.
That's all there is to it. Piece of cake if you ask me.
You're old. I don't trust you. Where I am is...
Clam City.
I'm going here. Okay. Okay.
Just collect the
No,
pearls.
f that.
Collect the pearls, sell
not
them, and you can
doing
buy all
that.
the bananas you want.
Oh, he might have made a fact, guys.
See, this is like their commentary on how De Beers and the blood diamond industry is a complete fabrication of value because to the natural world, pearls are a worthless source of ammunition for surly clams.
Yeah, let that be a thing where there's just like a clam that's angrily shooting pearls at a gorilla, swimming underwater with his best friend. Avenge me! Hey, cool, you got it.
Piece of cake.
Wait,
Oh,
isn't there like a myth that says they can't swim?
I think it's a fact.
Or is that just a black people joke?
Well, I do not subscribe to such
I'm gonna Google
nonsensical prejudices.
that. I'm gonna Google that one.
But I've never seen a gorilla swim, and I think that like the shape of their nostrils is antithetical to swimming.
Okay, fair
Like the
enough.
water pours downward into it or something. Oh. At least they don't change up their patterns to chase after you. Oh,
Oh, no!
they have deceptive hitboxes.
Wow. This is what we're doing, guys.
Banana up.
Wait, the bananas are what gives us our extra lives, right?
I know balloons give you an extra life. I don't know if collecting 100 bananas does anything like in Mario.
I would say, because if so, then I think we don't
Uh-oh.
need those.
See what's on the left? I feel like we're missing secrets. Hey! I don't know where the hell that first K went. It's got that Contra spread shot.
Ooh,
Almost to the end.
spicy.
Oop, oop. You got this.
What is... No, no! Jake!
Maybe like follow its path. There you go. Then it can't run into you.
Well, that's some third grade math right there. Woo!
Oh!
It's right there! It was right there!
I seen it.
Well, at least we got the checkpoint, and we know it's literally just right around the corner with no extra barrels to speak of, so we got to do this in one shot. One opportunity to seize everything we ever wanted.
Hey, so in the Donkey Kong Country cartoon, which I think was made by the same people who made Reboot.
Oh, that was
I'm not
trash.
sure.
That was trash. I just watched that recently. I was like, maybe it wasn't... You know-
The Donkey Kong cartoon?
No, the Reboot show.
I remember season 3 was really cool. Oh, don't forget the letter.
Oh, screw that letter.
Oh, okay, I guess we already got it.
I'm-
I did try to rewatch Reboot season 1. Oh, cool, that's a
What the
statue.
Well, thanks for distracting me.
Jacob.
I will always hold respect for Reboot. It was one of my favorite shows back in the day, and I appreciated how it actually like grew with its audience a little. Like it went from like Monster of the Week, Saturday Morning Adventures in the first couple of seasons to season 3. I think it was because they like were cut free of like network regulations to a certain extent. So they were like, let's get dark with it.
Yeah, dude, it ended in a very dark way. Like, they lost in the end, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, we got left on this fucking cliffhanger, and then I think there was like a movie that told a little bit more of the story, but for the most part, Mainframe, who later became Rainmaker Entertainment, they basically just teased us forever, saying like, yeah, we'll make all these movies, or we'll make a new series to conclude the story, and everybody's gonna love it, it'll be for the fans. And it just didn't happen for over a decade.
Oh.
And then finally, Reboot the Guardian Code came out last year on Netflix.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, it was the biggest insult to all Reboot fans from the 90s.
I think a lot of things are insulting 90s kids, especially the, did you see where they tried to bring back Goosebumps a couple of years ago?
With the movies?
No.
Oh, they made a new show?
Yeah, they made a new show, and it was horrible. But then again, the old Goosebumps, if you watch them now, are also, they're campy. But like, it was called like The Haunting Hour, Don't Think About It.
Oh yeah.
And then they went and made like a series about it, and I was like, this is horrible. I was like, don't you guys ever put this Goosebump label on that again?
Rewatching Goosebumps as an adult is one of my favorite nostalgic watching activities, because it wasn't like a good show, but it's so campy and ridiculous that it's really fun.
I like the plots.
So a few of them were genuinely scary for their target audience. I'll give them that. But it was like,
crap, I totally forgot about this, dude.
But the shoestring, like, Canadian TV budget was just so fun to see in action from an adult perspective.
Screw you, I took the... Yeah!
But it definitely
Point for
worked. Because I had more than a few Goosebumps-inspired nightmares when I was
Oh,
boy.
yeah, most definitely. Because Slappy, he's terrifying. The little book, the book covers themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Is this a boss fight?
I want like some fucking... It's Bumblebee.
Go away, dude.
Oh, sh**.
Well, I know where we're spending the next 20 of our lives at.
We got this.
Oh, cool. They automatically give us, like, person. Screw off.
Oh yeah, I lost my train of thought. The point is, Reboot the Guardian Code. They made it as, like, it makes me wonder, why didn't you just make a new show? Why did you have to call this Reboot? Like, I get you want to reach a new audience in a new age of computer technology, because Reboot is very dated, and it's like 90s computer references and themes, but you could have, like, evolved that and continued from it.
Buddy, I realized how dated certain things were when I realized that Captain Planet, a big problem in that was a fucking floppy disk. I was like, when was the last time that was an issue with anybody?
Well, dig this, Daddy-O. The whole point of Reboot the Guardian Code is it's not an entirely animated series within the computer world. Instead, it's about some jack-off tween-age kids in the real world in live action who go to this like prep school for tech, and they find a secret room with a big computer in it, and they become guardians, like Bob, only instead of being programs, they're like real-life people who go into the computer world and wear these like Power Rangers costumes that hide their
that
faces.
sounds horrible.
And then they have all these, like when they're in the computer world, they have masks on and they're animated, but then they have like Iron Man style close-ups of their face with like blackness around them so they can talk and still show the actor's face in the camera. And like the last two, like halfway through, they actually bring back Megabyte, the original bad guy, and you see a nice HD version of his old design for like 30 seconds, and then they reboot him literally into
That's the
a new
name
version.
of the show.
And of course, he's not voiced by Tony Jay because he's dead, R.I.P. But they get a pretty good impersonator. And then, like the last episode or two of the season is the quote-unquote fan service episode where Bob and Dot and Enzo show up, and it turns out that like the mainframe computer from the original series was this old computer that's in these kids' school in the 21st century now. And it would have been a neat connection, except the characters don't really act like themselves. They're kind of like weird, caricatures of their season 1 versions.
I could see that.
And then to top it all off, as the big fuck you to all the fans who waited like 20 years for something to come from all this, we'll continue reboot talk, they have this character who's like a fat neckbeard who literally lives in his mom's basement with like glasses, and he's balding, and his whole room is just full of reboot memorabilia and merchandise.
Wow.
And he's like, he's like implied to be the original user from the original series, and he's just like getting all pissed off about this new fangled.
I would probably delete that from.
Yeah, it's like
everything.
I think it's like they turn on the original mainframe computer because it's like all dusty in a closet in this super high-tech computer lab that they find to become superheroes, and then this neckbeard in his neckbeard lair like gets an alert on his computer, and he's like, "Can it be? After all these years, mainframe is back online?" And then he like, I don't remember how, but they like interact with him indirectly, and he gets humiliated, and he's raging. And he's basically just a fill-in for people like me who were waiting to see this, and they just assumed like, oh, well, because we made a show aimed at kids, now aimed at a new generation of kids, all these man-children are gonna be upset about it, so let's make fun of them. It'll be super epic.
I just soloed this dude without you.
You did good. I'm just on my high horse right now. About the betrayal from the people who make Reboot.
Well, I mean, I feel kind of betrayed how they made Ash Ketchum look in the new Pokemon series.
Oh, the Sun and Moon one?
Yeah.
I kind of like the new animation in Sun and Moon.
And we're going to take a break right now, guys. No, you don't. No, you don't.
I've only watched the first episode, but I like how it looks like a nicely animated show now instead of being like super cheap like the old series did.